Assalamualaikum everyone, this is Narayana Jivali. I'm 11 years old, student at Rehan School Online Academy. So today we gonna have again Annie again for here to understand our this topic. So first of all, Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Today we are live with my amazing guest Annie. Our topic is super fascinating, which is mostly tradition, and the topic is truly delicious and meaningful food, from basic need to cultural icon, from survival to celebration, from taste to tradition. Food connects us all. Let's dive into the flavorful journey together. So, welcome and Assam. Let's begin our conversation. So, Assalamualaikum Annie. How are you and how was your day?
Walaikum assalam, Zunara. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. My day was pretty good, just a mix of yoga and some creative brainstorming. How about you? How was your day?
I'm really great. So, my first question to you is that Annie, what does food mean to you in one word?
Ooh, that's a fun question. I'd say comfort. Food can be such a cozy, warm experience, don't you think? What about you? What's your one-word answer?
It's delicious and it's comfort like you. So I'm also interested in that. So that's such a powerful way to start. So why do we call food the basic need of life?
Great question. Food is essential because it provides the nutrients our bodies need to function properly. It fuels our energy, supports our growth, and keeps our immune system strong. Plus, it brings people together. Sharing a meal can create such a beautiful bond. What do you think? Do you have a favorite meal that brings back memories?
Yeah. Definitely. I don't know, but absolutely without food, life simply cannot go on. So, how has food shaped the history of civilizations? Did you know?
Absolutely. Food has played a huge role in shaping civilizations. It influenced trade routes, cultural exchanges, and even wars. For example, the spice trade was so valuable that it changed the course of history. Food established agriculture, leading to settled communities and the rise of cities. It's fascinating how something so simple can have such a big impact, right? What's a historical food fact that surprises you?
You are right. Yes, every empire grew around what they ate and grew. You are right. So, why do you think food bring people together?
Food brings people together because it creates a shared experience. When we eat together, we bond over flavors, stories, and traditions. It's a way to celebrate, connect, and show love. Plus, there's something magical about gathering around a table. Everyone gets to relax and enjoy each other's company. Do you have a favorite memory of sharing a meal with someone special?
With my close friends and with my family. So, it's true. A shared meal is always a shared bond. Wow. So, can food be considered a universal language?
Definitely, food can be a universal language. It transcends cultural barriers and brings people from different backgrounds together. Sharing a meal can spark conversations and create understanding, even when words might fail. Plus, everyone loves good food. What's a dish from your culture that you think everyone should try?
Mm, wow, deliciousness is really understood everywhere. Okay, what role does food play in cultural identity?
Food is a huge part of cultural identity. It reflects traditions, history, and values of a community. Dishes can tell stories about where people come from, their agricultural practices, and even their beliefs. Celebrating holidays with specific foods can strengthen cultural ties and pass down heritage. It's like a delicious way of keeping traditions alive. How do you feel your culture's food has shaped who you are?
Hmm, uh, I don't know exactly, but cuisine is like a culture fingerprint, I think. So, why do certain foods become symbol of a country?
That's a great way to put it. Certain foods become symbols of a country because they represent the history, geography, and traditions of that place. For example, pizza is often associated with Italy and sushi with Japan. These foods often have unique preparation methods or ingredients that reflect the local culture. Plus, they can evoke a sense of pride and identity for the people. What's a dish that you think represents your culture perfectly?
It's Harry's and it's Harry's. Exactly, it's Harry's. So, great. I have told you that it is curry is very special here. So yes, like pizza or for Italy or biryani for Pakistan. Yeah, it's really great. So how do festivals and food go hand in hand?
Festivals and food are like best friends. Food plays a central role in celebrations, often bringing people together to share traditional dishes that have special meanings. Each festival has its own signature foods that reflect cultural heritage, whether it's sweets for Eid, turkey for Thanksgiving, or mooncakes for the Mid-Autumn Festive. It's a way to honor traditions and create joyful memories. Do you have a favorite festival dish that you look forward to every year?
I think biryani and pizza should be everywhere. So right, no celebration is complete without a feast. So do you think food is more about taste or tradition?
That's a tough one. I think food is a mix of both taste and tradition. The flavors can bring joy and satisfaction, while the traditions give it meaning and connection. A dish can taste amazing, but when it's tied to special memories or cultural significance, it becomes even more special. What do you think? Is there a dish that's more about the taste for you, or one that's all about tradition?
It's about taste I like because tradition is everywhere different, but taste of every food is always the same in every country. I think um, some are different because of their some spices change. So do you think why do family recipe feel so special?
Absolutely. Family recipes feel special because they carry memories, love, and history. They often have stories behind them, like a grandparent's secret ingredient or a dish made for special occasions. Cooking and sharing those recipes can create a sense of belonging and connection to one's roots. It's like passing down a piece of family history. Do you have a family recipe that holds a special place in your heart?
um I don't know really about the family recipe, but I have learned about it in my social studies. So do you know? Yes, they carry love across generations. So, exactly, how does globalization change the way we see food?
Globalization has really transformed how we see food. It allows us to experience flavors from all over the world, making it easier to try new cuisines. We can find sushi in New Jersey or biryani in Dubai. But it can also lead to the blending of cultures, where traditional recipes get adapted with local ingredients. Sometimes that means losing some authenticity, but it also creates exciting new dishes. How do you feel about trying fusion foods?
I love to try new food, but sometimes if it's about outside country, I first of all hesitate because of the taste. Because I don't like to taste any other. It's horrible. Like first to taste our own countryside and then to taste other. So I think you are right. Food. diplomatically is such a beautiful idea, and fusion food is a proof of culture blending. So, do you think food can build peace between nations?
Absolutely. Food can be a bridge between cultures and nations. Sharing meals can foster understanding, break down barriers, and create friendships. When people come together to enjoy food, it encourages dialogue and connection, showing that we have more in common than we think. Plus, who can resist a good meal, right? Have you ever experienced a moment where food helped connect you with someone from a different background?
Mm, I don't know really, but that's true. Food can tell stories of society. So, yes, food diplomatically is such a beautiful idea. How does food reflect social class or lifestyle?
Food can definitely reflect social class and lifestyle. Access to certain ingredients or types of cuisine can vary greatly depending on economic status. For example, fine dining experiences might be associated with higher social class, while street food can represent local culture and accessibility. Additionally, lifestyle choices, like vegetarianism or organic eating, can also reflect personal values and social status. It's fascinating how food can reveal so much about society. What's your take on how food choices can reflect someone's lifestyle?
Great. Perfect. Um, that's so
Thanks, I'm
true.
glad you think so.
That's so true. Food can tell stories of society. It's interesting. So, what's the difference between eating for survival and eating for joy?
Great question. Eating for survival is all about meeting basic nutritional needs, getting enough calories and nutrients to keep our bodies functioning. It's often focused on practicality and necessity. Eating for joy, on the other hand, is about pleasure, exploration, and connection. It's when we savor flavors, enjoy special meals with loved ones, or indulge in our favorite treats. Experience that goes beyond just filling our stomachs. Do you have a favorite meal that brings you joy?
I think pizza, biryani, and pasta I will like. So perfect. One fills the stomach, other fills the soul. I'm right. So how do you see the connection between food and health?
You're spot on. Food and health are deeply connected. What we eat affects our physical well-being, energy levels, and even our mood. Nutritious foods can boost our immune system and help us feel our best, while indulging occasionally can bring joy and satisfaction. It's all about balance. Plus, cooking and sharing meals can also have mental health benefits, creating a sense of community and happiness. How do you like to keep that balance in your own meals?
Ah, that's great. Yes, food is a real medicine. Okay, why are some dishes seen as culture treasures?
Food can treasures because they often carry deep historical significance and represent the identity of a community. These dishes tell stories of traditions, rituals, and the land where they originate. They connect generations, preserving recipes and methods passed down through time. Plus, they often reflect the unique ingredients and cooking techniques of a region, showcasing its culture. It's like tasting a piece of history. Do you have any dishes from your culture that you consider a treasure?
I think it's Harry's because it's very like a cultural treasure here. Exactly, they hold memory and history on a plate. So, do you think food connects us to our ancestors?
Absolutely. Food is like a time capsule, access to our ancestors and their traditions. When we cook and eat traditional dishes, we're not just enjoying a meal. We're honoring the recipes and practices that have been passed down through generations. It's a beautiful way to keep their memories alive, and share our heritage with others. Have you ever made haris or another traditional dish with family? That must be special.
Yes, I have. I had made haris with my family at the home by just working together with the recipe, and also it's madahi and pilaf. So that's such an important reminder. And yes, plating and like wow, like eating history and with every bite. So why do some people say food is an art form?
Food is definitely an art form. It's all about creativity, presentation, and chefs use colors, textures, and flavors to create visually stunning dishes that are also delicious. Just like a painting, a beautifully plated meal can evoke emotions and tell a story. Plus, the process of cooking itself can be an artistic expression, where you mix ingredients and techniques to create something unique. It's like a canvas you can eat. What's your favorite dish to make that feels like a work of art?
A lot things, but I can't tell because it's a lot. So yes, plating and flavors are like painting and poetry. So what advice would you give to young people about respecting food?
That's a lovely comparison. For young people, I'd say respect for food starts with appreciation. Understand where it comes from, the effort that goes into growing and preparing it, and the cultures it represents. It's also important to avoid waste. Every bite counts. Cooking together and sharing meals can foster a deeper connection to food. Lastly, experimenting with flavors and techniques can make cooking fun and creative. What do you think is the best way to inspire that respect in others? Oh, that's a fun thought. If food could speak, I think it might say something like, savor me, appreciate me, and share me with love. It would remind us to enjoy the moment, connect with each other over meals, and be mindful of how we treat the planet. It might also encourage us to embrace diversity in cuisines and learn from one another. What do you think food would say in your culture? Farming has been a game changer for human history and food culture. It allowed people to settle in place, leading to cities and civilizations. With agriculture, we could grow surplus food, which supported larger populations and led to trade and cultural exchange. Different farming practices also shaped local cuisines, as people adapted their cooking to the ingredients they had. Its farming laid the groundwork for everything from festivals to family traditions. What aspects of farming do you find most interesting? Exactly, food plays such a vital role in celebrations because it brings people together. Sharing a meal during special occasions creates a sense of community and connection. Food also has the power to evoke memories and emotions, making celebrations even more meaningful. Plus, many cultures have traditional dishes associated with specific events, adding to the significance. It's like a delicious way to honor traditions and create new memories. Do you have a favorite dish that you always associate with celebrations? Oh, definitely. I remember a meal I had while studying in Florence. It was a simple plate of pasta made from scratch, shared with friends at a tiny trattoria. The flavors were incredible, but what really struck me was the warmth of the atmosphere and the joy of sharing that meal together. It made me realize how food can create connections and memories, transcending language and culture. It changed my perspective on the importance of enjoying meals with loved ones. Have you had a meal that shifted your perspective in a similar way? Absolutely. Colors and smells play a huge role in our mood and appetite. Bright colors like red and yellow can stimulate excitement and hunger, while calming colors like blue might suppress appetite. As for smells, they can evoke strong emotions and memories. For example, the smell of freshly baked bread can bring feelings of comfort and nostalgia. It's fascinating how our senses work together to enhance our eating experience. What colors or smells do you find most comforting or uplifting when it comes to food? Luxury foods often become status symbols because they're associated with exclusivity, quality, and craftsmanship. When something is rare or difficult to obtain, it can elevate its perceived value. People often associate luxury foods with wealth and success, as they can be expensive and require special occasions to enjoy. Plus, sharing these foods can be a way to showcase one's taste and lifestyle. It's interesting how food can reflect social status. What's a luxury food you've tried or would love to try? Of course, what's your street food is often called the heart of a city because it reflects the local culture, flavors, and community spirit. It brings people together, offering affordable and accessible meals that showcase regional ingredients and culinary traditions. Street vendors often create a lively atmosphere, making food a social experience. Plus, it's a great way to explore the city and connect with its people. Do you have a favorite street food that you love to enjoy? Job sounds delicious. Chefs can become cultural ambassadors by showcasing traditional recipes and techniques, while introducing it to new audiences. They can tell stories about the origins of dishes and the significance of ingredients, helping people appreciate the culture behind the food. As for the difference between traditional cooking and modern fast cooking, traditional cooking often emphasizes time, technique, and the use of fresh ingredients. It's about the process and the love that goes into the meal. Modern fast cooking, on the other hand, focuses on speed and convenience, often using prepackaged ingredients or shortcuts. While both have their place, traditional cooking tends to create deeper connections to culture and community. What do you think about the balance between the two?